Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. The bells are ringing outside. I've got the Lover's Oracle here. Normally indicates somebody getting married, those bells ringing like that. I wasn't going to use the Lover's Oracle, but they're here with their hands together, hands clasped together. And their heads are resting upon each other, their foreheads. Let's get a card from here. I've got quite an array of cards in front of me. We're just going to go with the flow. Okay, let's pull a card from the Lover's Oracle. Let's have a look at what today's energy is about. This card is this deck. This deck has some cards that are reversed. I don't know which way to have the deck up. They don't normally. Let's have a look. Okay. Love is perfect even when we are not. So for that to be in reverse, I felt the energy here of having to bang your heads together. It's like nobody's perfect and you wouldn't want them to be. So love is perfect even when we are not. So we are maybe dealing with our imperfections today and how they affect us internally. I've got the Druid Card Tarot. Let's pull a card from the Druid Craft Tarot deck. The bells have stopped. I've got the card. Well, there's 3 cards there. We can take 3 cards. And the first card is the 5 of Wands. 5 men here in conflict, but I think it's the same person. It's their different personalities coming out. Okay. There is a rooster. Should we call him a rooster? Okay, there's a rooster here who's not paying any attention to the squabbling. So I feel, well, it's a black chicken. A black chicken. Oh. I heard this yesterday about, well, someone asked whether or not I had any sand. I think that's what they said. And I said, what, to like bury my head in, as if like an ostrich would. Bury your head in the sand and think no one can see you. So that analogy is coming through now, because this chicken's kind of like picking away at the ground here, where the boys are on the grass, squabbling. 5 of Wands. Let's read what this card says. I feel like I'm lisping all over the place now. Creative conflict, playful struggle and competition. You may find yourself in conflict with others, although it might not be serious yet. A tussle with work colleagues or friends, or a power struggle or battle of wits. A playful situation or a sexual relationship involving fiery, wild activities. I'd say this masculine is picking up on this last part. A playful situation or a sexual relationship involving fiery, wild activities. And I believe he's trying to bury his head in the sand. Okay, and not be seen. Let's have a look at the next card. Well, it's the Princess of Cups. That's who he's hiding from, trying to hide from. Well, she does look very elegant. She's got her eyes closed. It looks like she's just absorbed in love. She's got the Holy Grail here. A cup of unconditional love, no matter what the conditions are. Okay, no matter what the outer conditions are, her internal state of being remains love. That's a beautiful energy to be in. The Princess of Cups. Sensitive, tender and imaginative. an opportunity to follow your dreams, the beginning of a project, good news, the arrival of a new soul in the world, the birth of a baby, the beginning of a loving relationship, a sensitive, loving and imaginative young person. Now, I do feel this masculine is trying to avoid you, or you've caused him some conflict within his internal makeup. Let's look at the third card, the world. I believe you're this new, vibrant, playful soul in this masculine's world, and you rocked his world. You're causing tension. You're causing attention. Okay. He doesn't like that you're causing quite a lot of attention towards yourself. Let's have a look at the world card here. Dancing, I am life, whole, I am one. The keywords completion, fulfillment, success, abundance, achievement, ecstasy, union of inner and outer life. You're very balanced here in the divine feminine energy. With the divine feminine energy on a table is very balanced. Remember that we are a blend of both. The dancer knows she is complete. Great success, a sense of deep and satisfying fulfillment, a pleasing sense of completion combined with the joy of achievement and of feeling on top of the world, serenity and contentment, the completion of a long phase of work, time to celebrate. A phase of spiritual and personal development may be finished. You can stop striving and open up to the blessings of life all around you. Okay. Or it just comes through that with the drama comes the karma. Right, let's move over to the Greek mythology cards. Taken to like the sounds in the background makes it sound a bit like a prison cell, and then Bruno come through, 'cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven for too long. So I'll say these masculines locked himself out of heaven. Creusa, secrets. Apollo ravished the young Creusa and she left the resulting baby in a cave. Hearing of this, Apollo had baby Ion brought to his temple in Delphi. Years later, Creusa married Theus, but their union was childless. So he innocently went to Apollo's temple to ask the oracle when they might expect to conceive. The oracle said the priest Ion was to be his son. Jealous, and not knowing she was his mother, Creusa attempted to poison Ion, and he tried to kill her in return. Eventually they swapped stories, and it became apparent they were mother and son, although Theus was never told. This card could indicate that complex family secrets and intrigue are around you now, and some may not know all the facts. However, these relationships can be very sensitive, so confidences may be kept out of concern. Even if it is not about family, you may still find that secrets are currently being kept or revealed somewhere in your life. I'd say this masculine's going through like some kind of turmoil, inner emotional turmoil. It wouldn't appear to be that way on the outside. He's trying to bury his head in the sand and not be noticeable. But then there is this energy of attention kind of being in your direction, Divine Feminine. And this being unsettling. Feels like there's time to stop. Feels like it's time to stop and swap stories. Okay, let's carry on. The Law of Attraction cards. Well, we can see what this feminine's intending, which is love. And a card's fallen out onto my lap. Card number 50. Every morning for 30 days, I will intentionally intend. If every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I expect to see, no matter who I am with, no matter where I am, no matter what I am doing, I intend to see that which I want to see, you will change the momentum of your life experience. And this is kind of the attitude that the Divine Masculine here, because he is somebody that's looking for divineness, he's looking for heaven here on earth. If he adopted this process, he would see that, well, his energy would shift dramatically. Divine Feminine, I feel you're already in this energy. And if you're not, then make that your top priority to get there. If every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I expect to see, no matter who I am with, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, I intend to see that which I want to see. And you will change the momentum of your life experience. Okay, let's shuffle these cards and pull another one. Okay, it's flipped over, so we'll have a look at the back of the card first. When you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased. The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. And we most definitely do not want to be doing that. This feminine here in the Princess of Cups is just absorbed in love. The front of the card, it's like it doesn't want me to see it. It's just kind of flown out of my hands. Let's have a look. Worrying about illness can create more illness. Okay. Let's go to the well-being cards then. By visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. Oh dear, the throat chakra was quite blocked then. As your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good, the perfect action will be inspired from that alignment. And that inspired action is always joyful. So as you desire to feel good, you have to desire to feel good. You've got to want it. As your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good, the perfect action will be inspired from that alignment. And that inspired action is always joyful. Let's get one more card from here. Okay, we've got two more cards. We're going to the back of the cards first. As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated and the universe begins to bring it to you. In brackets, it's as easy to create a castle as a button. Well, it's as easy to create a negative thought as what it is a positive thought. The front of the card says, anything I can imagine being, doing or having, I can be, do or have. Okay, the next card. Everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, responding and integrating with other vibrating things. And once you begin to offer your vibrations on purpose, now you are in absolute control of your experience. The front of the card says, the vibrations of my being influence the universe. We should end with these cards with this message. The harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. When you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly and then turn your attention to the thing you do want. Any attention to anything is a practicing of the vibration that will bring it unto you. Okay. I'd like to see what your angels and ancestors would like to say regarding this reading here. Because it looks like the Divine Feminine here is in a very beautiful story. The story that she's telling herself is very beautiful. It made mention in the World card about a spiritual process may have been mastered. It's finished. Part of your development is finally finished. And you can now reside in love. It's a different story for the masculine here. Looks like he could be worrying about illness. And he's attracting more of those things onto him. Because the Five of Wands is not a good card. It's a card of conflict. Okay. So let's have a look at the Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards. Okay, let's get a message for this masculine energy here first. Let's see what your angels and ancestors would like to say to the collective of divine masculines. Spirit foxed. Spirit foxed. Okay, but the energy of being boxed in. Spirit fox, trust your talents in changing times. The message, stay alert as changes in the air. The spirit fox features my favourite animal of all time, the red fox, an amazingly resilient creature able to survive in urban environments or the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. Foxes know what it's like to be hunted. For centuries they have been sought for their precious fur when all they want is to survive. So the spirit fox can help you overcome the energies of adversity and unfair treatment. Also, as urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business in the darker hours, the fox offers the medicine of blending in. The extended message. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring, because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. Okay, so he's definitely trying to hide, but he is being seen here, this masculine. Okay. Divine Feminine. Let's pull a card for the collective divine feminine energy and see what your angels and ancestors would like to say to you. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. This is just so beautiful. Got the World card, the Princess of Cups, and Mother Earth, feel love and comforted. Allow yourself to be cherished. Mother Earth is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Mother Earth is the female counterpart to Father Sky. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Mother Earth, you are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Mother Earth is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, maiden, mother and crone, behind her, can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. The extended message. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural centre, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Mother Earth is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of Mother Healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You are being guided to make choices that are based on love. It's a very powerful message now. Okay, let's delve a bit deeper into these energies with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. They do tell us a story in the guidebook. Okay, let's get a card for the Divine Masculine's energy here. Growth. Okay. I felt the energy of wanting to feel like home sweet home. Just feeling at home with himself. Growth. Let's have a look. Grass. Your message is best expressed when you are uniquely you. The legends. Grass is excited. He is ready to tell his best friend Weed that he is gay, but Weed reacts negatively, and it is the first of many judgmental encounters for Grass. For years, he is turned down for jobs, and even when he applies for an apartment. Grass fights for the right to live where he wants and wins, but soon after he moves into his new apartment, someone breaks in and attacks him. In the hospital, his loved ones gather, sharing stories of who Grass was to them. He dies, leaving behind his legacy of love and courage. The inspiration. Grass says break away. It may be time for a change of scenery. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill, but most importantly, grow. Personal inquiry. What have I outgrown? Am I willing to become independent? Key ideas. Taking a stand, living your truth, lack of safety, clashing values, teaching by example. And the key words, warrior, peace and courage. The meditation here for the masculines. Find a peaceful place where you can listen to the sounds outside. In your mind's eye, watch the grass sway in the wind. Allow images to come to you as you see a road and wander down it. Where do you find yourself? If you wish, write down what you see. Okay, Divine Feminine, let's get a card for you. Balance. Okay, let's read the message. Emaciated periwinkle. I must create before the opportunity disappears. Okay, Divine Feminine, let's take on board this message. The legend. Periwinkle is a small town theatre actor with big time talent. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame. Feeling sure that his big break is coming, he alienates his loved ones. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. He is told he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living a loving reality. The inspiration running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. Personal inquiry. I take me with me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? Key ideas: chasing illusions, health matters, compulsive behaviour, dietary imbalance, being result-orientated, self-neglect, honouring values. And keywords: assistance, courtesy and support. That all felt like everything that the Divine Masculine's going through at the moment. You're very balanced here. And when I said, with the drama comes the karma, and I felt it was negative karma, things may be going tits up. Should we say that? Sorry, the World card here, she has her breasts out, and it's above the balance card. So it's like a heads up for you, Divine Feminine, that a lot is going on in the Divine Masculine's life because he's struggling to embrace love. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living a loving reality. Okay, the meditation here. Journey with Periwinkle. He tells you of the work he had to do to repair past mistakes. He says we all end up in the same place, so enjoy your journey. Sit with him. You will know when it is time to come back. Okay. I feel like we want to get an Oracle of Shadows and Light, and then I'm going to finish with a message from Rumi. Just one card from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. It's quite clear to see what's going on here energetically. Okay, can we have a message from the Oracle of Shadows and Light for this reading, please? Mend a broken heart, fairy. Healing from heartache. About the Mend a Broken Heart fairy. Here she comes to gather up the heart's sore pieces and place a sweet bandage on the place that is most wounded. And this one tender gesture does more to heal you than could 1,000 years of therapy. It's time for small kindnesses to be received, for you to know that the little gifts of friendship and sweetness are the ones that will assist you most at this time. Allow yourself to be treated gently, to be attended to with kindness, and to be hugged. Allow yourself to accept that this is a time when you need to take good care of yourself. You are healing and on the mend, but do not undo her medicine by forcing yourself to hurry up and get over it. The Mend a Broken Heart Fairy speaks. You have been hurt, and this heart feels bruised to me. It may have been what is called a lover's quarrel or unrequited love. It may have been a breakup, and it may be that an adventure in love has turned harsh. But I'm here to help you mend, and I will not let your broken heart bleed. I will wash, clear, heal, balance, and place the bandage over the wound, protect, and send you the healing that means deep, restful sleep and peace return to you. I want you to take it easy on the path of love for now. Soon you will feel your vitality return, but for now, it's a time of rest. The Divination Message. When you have heartache, it is important to treat yourself well. Take time away from the flurry of shoulds you are so often confronted with. Why not take some time to snuggle on the couch with a favourite old movie and have a sniffle? Have a long, comforting bath, and be sure to make a promise to yourself to let close people who are worthy of your love. It is not about being bitter or guarded, but you are a sensitive and tender sweet being, and some people are just not. So now is not the time for harshness. Soft blankets, sweet dreams, long baths, and a reduction of the harsh energy around you are best. Then the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy can fly in to soothe you. You will feel her presence, and she will lift the pain until all that is left is sweet, gentle wisdom. Now, when I put a reading out, was it yesterday, the day before? It must have been Monday. What was on the cards for the week? It was about getting over this heartache being lifted. So very interesting. Let me just go and get the roomie on call. I've been thirsty during this reading. Okay, Rumi, can we have a final message for this reading, please? The impossible made possible. Card number 9. Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? Okay, card number 9. The impossible made possible. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountain into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Rumi. She spins, this great earth goddess, upon invisible strings amongst the wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and still she spins in her great loving, constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. What strange magic is this? The sun heats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life, yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engrossed in it, so familiar with it, and yet blind to it. that these constant impossibilities happening in every moment fail to inspire us. Yet, what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to this great impossibility of life itself? They are but tiny seeds in the Creator's masterful hand, being now planted in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over, nurtured into fullness according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured. The impossible is now made possible. And the masculine here has growth on his side of the story. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. So then, why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible, indeed manifest in shining glory upon the earth? The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart at times. That fear is a childlike nightmare, that should you offer yourself up to the sacred loving power of the great Creator, you might be found to be lacking. The mind holds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection, and then avoids confronting it directly at all costs. It creates barriers instead, truly nothing more than lines in the sand, yet believed to be forts. But what strongholds can resist love? It is like water. It seeps into every available space and changes form to survive in every environmental condition. With unfailing intelligence, it creates life, from steam to ice, rainfall, the river and ocean, rain descending into snowflakes, snow capping the peak, expressing itself with beauty and genius. It nestles under the earth and rises to the sun, and rises to the sky, only to return to the earth again. It will erode blockages and prevail, no matter how long that process takes. It carves the earth into shape and form. Where it is, there is life. Such is the adaptable intelligence and persistence of water, just as is the power of love. So now you are guided by this loving power to drop the doubt, shed the incredulity, and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired, as though you are a child in a great garden, hearing the breath of the earth in the wind-whipped leaves and the voices of the ancestors in birdsong. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. You may not even be consciously aware as yet what this great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds the secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. That's beautiful. I told you I felt extremely thirsty. That was such an amazing reading. Let's lead with the sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands very lightly at your throat. Say aloud, with Rumi, who loves me unconditionally as my witness, I now offer myself into the hands of the all-loving creative intelligence of this universe. I release all vows, intentions or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, that are based in doubt and fear, holding back from creative fruition of my soul upon the earth. I dedicate myself to love and accept the gift of grace that brings me into greater fulfillment now. May I be blessed so I can surrender resistance and accept what is coming to me now for what it is, a gift of love. So be it. Place your hands at your heart and focus on your breath for a moment or two as it flows in and out. And when you are ready, place your hands in prayer and bow your head to your hands, and you have completed your sacred honouring ritual. And I have completed this reading. I will catch up with you all soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.